Joining me now is Maajid Nawaz. He has spent years as a member of a global Islamist group. Today, he's the chairman of Quilliam. That's an organization that's focused on integration, on citizenship and religious freedom. Maajid, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Christian.
You heard all the preamble I gave to you. As always in these instances, everybody focuses again on your community and tries to figure out what is going wrong and what can be changed. What are you thinking right now about what happened here?
Well, this is certainly a jihadist terror attack, Christian, and also it is significant that Salman Abedi is of Libyan origin, though he appears to be a British citizen. And that's because ISIS' second stronghold after its stronghold in Iraq and Syria happens to have been Libya. And those who have been following terrorism around the world for a while have long been suggesting that as ISIS suffers setbacks on the battlefield, they will attempt to encourage their jihadists to attack in Western cities so that they can remain to appear relevant for their followers. And of course this may not be ISIS, though they've claimed it. Al-Qaeda is locked in that same struggle, a struggle to remain, to appear relevant as there are clear setbacks on the battlefield in Syria and Iraq.
Maajid, we talk about them getting setbacks and, trying to stay relevant, but with every kind of attack like this, it's a shock to the global system, not to mention, of course, to the terribly bereaved families. This is something huge, and it is, attacking the most vulnerable, the least secured, the most ordinary events that people do and go about their daily lives. How... we've talked about lone wolves, and there's a bit of an argument going on right now, a bit of a debate about what exactly that means. Is a lone wolf always alone?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Christian, let there be no doubt that these are people who have attacked children in concerts. They've attacked our youth who are going about enjoying their evening. And so when people say, let's stand together and in fact even show symbols of unity and calls for calm, they are all well and good. But and they say, let's return to normal and not allow these jihadists to change the way we behave. That's great. We need to show solidarity. But let's not begin to accept that slaughtering our children in concerts is the new normal that we should be find okay or acceptable somehow. No, absolutely not. This must not be allowed to become normal. And this brings me to your point about lone wolves. The truth is that it's too uncomfortable for us to digest or accept that these individuals are almost never alone. In fact, one study found that up to 80% of jihadist attacks that were presumed to have been lone wolves had connections. And actually the true connection is that in almost all cases, these are individuals that have ideological connections, they have ideological affiliations, they've been already radicalized before they get to the point of operational capability. So they may be self-starters, but they are almost never lone wolves. It's a misnomer, and actually we use it because it suits us. It suits the security services who are allowed to then use that as a cover for certain failings. It suits the politicians, because it allows them to say we can't do anything about it. And it suits us in the community. It allows us to turn a blind eye to the real danger here, which is the one of the Islamist ideology and its violent manifestation in the form of jihadism that has been spreading unchecked for too long in our communities. And we all have a responsibility to challenge that.
Maajid Nawaz of Quilliam, thank you so much indeed for joining us.